I don't think people understand just how incredible Southeast Asia's hidden gems are. So I invite you to an unforgettable adventure in the following video exploring hidden lagoons, wild beaches, spectacular islands, kayaking among giant cliffs, snorkeling in clear waters and breathtaking landscapes, all in one place. Come with me to live the adventure of a lifetime in the Philippines. Get ready to dive into these incredible dream places, discover secret spots, and experience the trip of a lifetime. Let's do this. There are places in the world that seem painted by the gods, and El Nido, in the Palawan Archipelago of the Philippines, is one of them. An exotic destination where nature has sculpted a landscape that defies imagination. Dozens of islands and limestone formations rise from the turquoise waters of the sea, created over millions of years by wind, waves, and time. Between them, virgin beaches, secret lagoons, and untouched coral reefs are hidden. El Nido is known for its crystal-clear waters and island-hopping tours that take visitors through some of the most spectacular locations in all of Southeast Asia. Each tour offers a unique combination of sea caves, hidden beaches, and deep lagoons protected by sheer cliff walls. The Big Lagoon and the Little Lagoon are two of the most iconic attractions. To get there, you enter through narrow passages between the rocks, which suddenly open into huge natural pools, surrounded by vertical walls. The waters are calm, colored in shades of emerald, and the silence is disturbed only by the sound of rowing or the birds flying overhead. On the surrounding islands, the sand is as white as sugar, and the rainforests descend almost to the shore. Shimizu Island, Seven Commandos Beach, and Snake Island are just a few of the places that seem completely isolated from the world. Underwater, the biodiversity is amazing. El Nido is part of a protected marine area, where coral reefs are home to hundreds of species of tropical fish, starfish, turtles, and other sea creatures. Snorkeling and diving offer a window into a spectacular, vibrant, and largely untouched underwater world. In the center of El Nido, life moves at a calm pace. The streets are small, dotted with cafes, local restaurants, and souvenir shops. The people are warm, hospitable, always ready to help, and the overall atmosphere is one of community and tranquility. El Nido is not just a place on the map. It is an experience, a place where nature dominates, tranquility envelops you, and your senses open up completely. It is an unspoiled paradise, a reminder of how beautiful our planet can be when it's protected and respected. Next stop, Boracay Island, a tropical paradise known for its stunning white sand beaches and crystal-clear waters. A small island with a massive soul. A tiny stretch of land in the Philippines, lost in the vastness of the sea, yet found by millions searching for escape, serenity, or simply a glimpse of paradise. Get ready to be mesmerized by the sheer beauty of this island, from its bustling shores to its tranquil hideaways. Famous worldwide for White Beach, a shoreline that looks unreal, with powder-fine sand so soft it slips between your fingers like silk. The ocean, a mesmerizing shade of turquoise, gently kisses the shore in a rhythm so perfect it feels like nature is whispering. To the north, the beach is peaceful, almost sacred. To the south, it's alive, music, color, laughter, and the aroma of fresh food drifting through the air. Yet no matter where you are on the island, time seems to move differently. The crystal-clear waters call for adventure. From paddleboarding to kite surfing, snorkeling to sailing, there's a feeling of freedom in every activity. Traditional sailboats known as parao glide across the horizon like shadows in a dream. It's quiet, timeless, as if the universe pauses for just a second, just long enough for you to remember what it means to be present. Below the surface, a vibrant world unfolds. Colorful fish dart between coral gardens. The reef hums with life. Each moment in the sea becomes a memory, a piece of the island that stays with you. But perhaps the most unforgettable moment in Boracay comes at sunset. Each evening the sky transforms into a painting. Streaks of orange, pink, and purple melt into the sea. Still, beyond everything you see and hear, there's something in Boracay you only feel. It's in the way the wind brushes your skin, the way the stars reflect on the ocean, the way strangers smile at you like old friends. Boracay isn't loud, it doesn't compete. It simply exists, beautiful, effortless, real. And once you've been here, it never really leaves you. Because this place isn't just a destination, it's a feeling, a memory waiting to be lived again. There is an island in the Philippines where the world feels softer, where the wind carries the scent of salt and coconuts, and where the days begin not with alarms but with the sound of waves. That place is Siargao. It's not the kind of island that tries to impress you. It doesn't shout, it doesn't shine with neon. Instead, Siargao breathes with every crashing wave, with every sway of the palm trees. It tells you a quiet story of nature. Here, roads curve gently through forests of endless green. Life unfolds at a different pace, the kind you didn't know you were missing. The coast is where the island begins to speak louder. Surfers gather at Cloud 9, not just for the waves, but for the energy, raw, electric, alive. The pier stands like a bridge between sea and sky, offering a front-row seat to one of the world's purest spectacles. But Siargao isn't only about surfing, it's about discovery. Take a boat through the mangroves, where tangled roots meet glassy rivers and silence speaks louder than words. Explore Sugba Lagoon, a turquoise pool hidden in the heart of the island's wilderness. The water is so clear, so still it feels like floating in the sky. Then there's Naked Island, a raw stretch of white sand kissed by the sea on all sides. There are no trees, no huts, no footprints, only endless blue and blindingly bright sand under the tropical sun. It's nature in its most minimal form, yet stunning in its simplicity. Another amazing place located just a short boat ride from Siargao is Guyam Island, a tiny yet breathtaking tropical gem. With powdery white sand, crystal clear turquoise waters and a ring of swaying palm trees, Guyam is the very image of paradise. The island is uninhabited, making it the perfect getaway for a peaceful day of snorkeling, sunbathing, or simply soaking in the beauty of untouched nature. Siargao is not a place you check off a list. It's not a destination, it's a mood, a way of being, the kind of place that doesn't just give you memories, but it changes the way you see the world. Because here, nothing is rushed, everything is real. And if you listen closely, you'll hear the island whisper, "You were meant to find this." The next destination is in Malapascua, quiet, small, almost hidden but unforgettable once you find her. You don't stumble upon Malapascua by chance. You come here on purpose, or perhaps she calls you. Just 2.5 square kilometers, yet she holds an entire world between her shores. A place where simplicity isn't a lack, it's a luxury. The mornings begin gently. The sun rises slowly over a horizon of blue so vast, it feels like you're at the edge of the world. Fishermen push their boats into the sea, barefoot, steady, focused, and the island stretches awake not with noise but with stillness. There's a kind of peace here that asks for nothing and gives you everything. Malapascua is most famous for what lies beneath her waters. This is one of the only places on Earth where you can dive with the elusive thresher sharks, silent creatures that glide like shadows in the deep. At Monad Shoal, divers gather before sunrise, descending into the blue silence in hopes of witnessing the dance of these rare sharks. And when you do, it's not adrenaline, it's awe. But Malapascua doesn't only belong to divers. This island speaks to everyone, softly, clearly. Walk its narrow paths, no traffic, no noise, just children playing, roosters calling, and fishermen mending nets by hand. Life here isn't measured in likes or clicks, it's measured in tides, in sunrises, in the rhythm of daily ritual. The beaches are untouched, stretching like pale silk beneath the sun. You won't find luxury resorts or high-rise hotels. What you'll find is peace. And maybe in that peace, a version of yourself you forgot. Beneath its calm, Malapascua has a strength. The island has endured typhoons, storms, and silence, and still, it stands graceful, resilient, welcoming. What Malapascua offers isn't found in brochures. It can't be captured fully in photos. It's something you feel deep in your bones, the kind of calm that doesn't fade when you leave but stays with you, long after the sand has washed from your feet. Malapascua is not for everyone. It's not for the rushed or the restless. But if you're searching for something real, for clarity, for connection, then maybe this island has been waiting for you too. Not to change your life, but to remind you of what life really is. There are places that take your breath away. And then there's Coron, a place that doesn't just steal your breath, it replaces it with something deeper, something ancient, something wild. From the very first glimpse, the jagged limestone cliffs rising out of a sea so clear it looks like liquid glass, you know you've arrived somewhere sacred, not built, not designed, just left behind by something greater. Coron doesn't welcome you with fanfare. It doesn't need to. Its silence is its language, its rawness is its beauty, and the deeper you go, the more it speaks. You ride through narrow waterways, cliffs on either side like towering guardians. The wind brushes your face and suddenly the world feels smaller, quieter but richer. Then you arrive at the crown jewel, Kayangan Lake. The water so still, you hesitate to touch it. So pure you see the rocks at the bottom like they're inches away, even when they're meters deep. You dive in, and everything disappears. The noise, the weight, even the idea of time. But Coron has layers. Barracuda Lake, surreal and alien, pulls you into its shifting warmth, a thermocline dance between hot and cold. You don't swim here. You float through something otherworldly where limestone walls rise beside you like cathedrals. There are no skyscrapers here, no fast food chains, no polished promises. Just a community built on water, a culture that lives by the sea and a pace of life that gently tells you, you've been rushing too long. Coron is the space between moments. The breath you didn't know you were holding, the kind of silence that fills you up instead of emptying you out. And when you leave, something lingers, not just the images, not even the memories, but the feeling that for a few rare days, you were part of something pure, something powerful, something that didn't need to change you, because it simply reminded you who you really are. As the journey ends, one thing becomes clear. The Philippines is not just a destination, it's a feeling that follows you home. It lingers in the sound of waves, in the warmth of a smile, in the quiet moments when you close your eyes and remember. This was more than travel, it was connection, and maybe, just maybe, the world still has places that can change us. So if this journey stirred something in you, perhaps it's time to listen, to wander more, to feel deeper, to return. Thank you for watching. I am Gilmar, and until next time, stay curious, stay open, and let the world change you.